its doors to the public this coming Saturday for the first time, providing free health checkups. For further information, we now have with us Medical Director at Stirling Medical Centre, Dr. Cornelia Ndifon. Doctor, good evening and welcome.
Good evening, ma'am.
Thank you so much for being here.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Just to start with, Dr. Ndifon, elaborate for us on the range of health services that you offer at the centre.
Okay, in summary, I would just say that it's going to run as a general practice with some bit of specialist care for gynecology, whereby we will do cervical cancer screening using pap smear and a more recent method called VIA, visual inspection with acetic acid, and we will also be providing HPV testing. So when we do something like a visual inspection with acetic acid and find a problem, if it is not yet cancer, we will treat it to prevent cancer. If we pick a woman that has full-blown cancer, unfortunately it will be too late, but we can do biopsies, and when the result comes out confirming that it's a cancer, then we'll refer to the oncologist.
Just for interest's sake, you say if it's full-blown cancer, you'll refer it. If it's not, you'll treat it. What would be considered full-blown cancer? Is it stage 1, stage 2? Because there's different stages to it.
Yeah, so with the naked eye, you can see what we call new blood vessels. Right. And the tissue will be, normally we describe it as friable. That is, if you just touch it, it will fall off. Yeah, so that's an idea. Then sometimes the cervix is distorted. It doesn't look normal. So you do a biopsy. So with the naked eye, it's very suspicious of cancer, but confirmation will only come with histology. When that histology comes out, we need to do more investigations to stage. Fantastic. So staging is not just that there is a cancer, but it's going to include whether it has spread or is still confined to a certain place. Yeah.
Of course, it's not every day that free health checkups are provided to the general public. So talk to us about the process individuals need to follow to be able to, take advantage of these free health checkups.
Actually, we have shared a lot of information on WhatsApp and other social media, and we have these flyers which we are going to give physically. The bottom line is that it's for the public, and they will actually see a big tent outside, and once you see people, you gather there and you must say that, oh, this must be the free health check. So they just come, and when they come, we're planning to document every single person that comes. And we will do basic blood pressure check and sugar check. We will take weight and also measure the height. The weight and height together will give you what we call BMI. And it is very significant that people remain in the BMI for their age grade, because without that, they are putting themselves at risk of maybe cardiac disease or diabetes and all those sort of things.
I want to just elaborate a little bit on what BMI is. It's your body mass index, and it's actually a great tool to navigate you in terms of your health. Just elaborate a bit more on that, Doctor.
Yeah. So people of a certain height should have a certain weight. If somebody is very short and is also very fat, it doesn't really help. So that body mass index, like I said, there are standardized figures. So we will have a standardized chart. And when we take your weight and your height squared, we calculate it and just see whether you are within the range for your age and even for your sex. And if you're outside, if it's too low or outside the normal, then maybe you are underweight. And we may try to find out why you are losing weight, because sometimes people lose weight on a planned basis. That is, somebody feels like, I don't like my weight, I go and lose weight. But on other occasions, people are just losing weight when they are not doing something to lose weight. It could be that there's a sickness. Then also when the BMI is above the upper limit of normal, it could be that that person is obese. And then we need to address it, because obesity has there is no advantage. Heart disease, diabetes, a lot of things like that with obesity. So what we'll be doing is that when we take this BP, weight, height, and I think we will be able to try sugar tests. Then whatever results come out, we know which is normal, we know what is abnormal, and then we will give you information, some kind of preventive information, you know, guidance. And if, say, your BP is very high and you are not on treatment, we will put you on treatment. If you are just in what we call pre-hypertension, we will counsel you using your physical characteristics plus that BP to say, no, maybe you should try cutting down salt, and we may ask you, do you do exercise? And if you say, I don't like exercise, we are going to encourage you that you should do exercise. Diet also, what do you like to eat? Do you eat late? And what job do you do? Because if you do a sedentary job and you eat a lot while seated, then you are going to be very fat.
A holistic approach to
yes.
it. Yeah, yeah.
We'll be giving all that information.
Other than what you just mentioned in terms of referring patients that are at high risk for cancer to oncologists for further treatment, if I come for this free checkup and you do screen me and you find that something is amiss and I need to be referred to a specialist, how does that work, that process work? Would that also be a free process, or is there now going to be costs involved there?
Okay, from referral, cost is going to be involved, you know, but I do have a very good network with other doctors. Yeah. I know who does what, and so we will refer what we cannot do, because like I said, it's a pure general practice, a walk in and go. We are not admitting anybody, but at least we can do investigations. So whatever we do, before we refer, we should be able to send information that the next doctor can work with, rather than start from afresh. But once you have gone to the specialist, I think it is going to involve cost. Cost much more than what the GP will do.
Yes. Yeah. Doctor, just very lastly, as we are out of time, talk to us about where the center is located and what time you'll be opening your doors for these free checkups. Okay,
so the center is located at where they call Old Louis Butter. Almost 90% of Windhoekers know where it is. But it's actually at the corner of Sam Nyoma Drive and Beethoven Street. It's a walking distance from the main gate of the nurse, okay? And that is it. They will just see it has a very vast front where people park cars, but we are using the Saturday so that we don't disrupt other businesses. And they have actually given their support that I can use that. So it's easy to find. It's easy to find, because I'm having a feeling that there either will be queues of people. Yes.
The time that you'll be starting?
7 a.m. for setting up, but we will be there till 5 p.m.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Doctor, thank you so much for what you're doing for the community, and thank you for being here this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, there you've heard it. Dr. Cornelia Ndifon talking to us about the Stirling Medical Centre that will be having free medical checkups this Saturday. It's at the Old Louis Butter. As she said, 90% of Namibians know where it is. I'm going to say 99% of us. So please do come through, get a free checkup, and yes, take care of your health. We'll be right back after this. Stay with us.